Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today, we will be covering Google's major Gemini upgrades across Workspace, Microsoft's Wave 3 Copilot expansion with Anthropic Claude integration, the cost debate around Microsoft's new $99 E7 Frontier suite, and Anthropic's surging Claude subscription numbers amid a federal phase-out narrative. Starting things off, Google dropped a significant update to its Workspace suite on March 10th, rolling out expanded Gemini capabilities inside Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Drive. This is not just a minor feature refresh. Gemini can now pull context from user-selected files, emails, calendar events, and even the web to generate first drafts of documents. So imagine you have meeting notes scattered across a few Google Docs, some relevant emails in Gmail, and calendar entries with agenda items. Gemini can now stitch all of that together and produce a coherent draft for you. That jump from a blank page to a working document just got a lot shorter. On top of that, Google introduced a new Ask Gemini in Drive feature that lets users ask complex questions across their entire library of stored documents. Think of it like having a research assistant who has read everything in your Drive and can answer specific questions by pulling from multiple files at once. Google calls this cross-file reasoning, and it essentially turns Drive into a searchable knowledge layer over your personal and professional data. Yuli Kwan Kim, VP of Product for Google Workspace, described the update as making Gemini more personal, capable, and collaborative. The features are rolling out in beta to Google AI Ultra and Pro subscribers, with Docs, Sheets, and Slides available in English globally and the Drive feature launching in the US only for now. Early developer chatter has focused on things like token limits and query speed inside Drive, but the broader reception has been positive as people explore what cross-document intelligence actually looks like in practice. Now, over on the Microsoft side, the company confirmed Wave 3 of Microsoft 365 Copilot, and the headline here is a big one. Anthropic's Claude models are being integrated directly alongside OpenAI models inside Office apps. That means when you are working in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, or Copilot chat, you will soon have access to Claude as an option. Microsoft is positioning Copilot as what they call model diverse, essentially turning it into a platform where different AI models can be selected depending on the task or user preference. Model choice is expected to begin rolling out in Word starting April 2026, with a broader Agent 365 control plane available on May 1st. PC World's Mark Hackman summed it up well, writing that the agentic world that Microsoft and others have envisioned for AI is now arriving. This is a notable strategic shift for Microsoft. For a long time, the company leaned heavily on its deep partnership with OpenAI. Bringing Claude into the fold signals that enterprise customers are asking for optionality. They want to be able to pick the best model for a given job rather than being locked into a single provider. It also raises the competitive stakes with Google, which is making its own push with Gemini inside Workspace, as we just covered. Tied directly to that Wave 3 announcement is the introduction of Microsoft 365 E7, which Microsoft is branding as the Frontier Suite. It is priced at $99 per user per month and bundles together Microsoft 365 Copilot, Agent 365, and a full security and governance stack, including Microsoft Entra Suite, Defender, Intune, and Purview. Availability is set for May 1st. Now, the reaction to this pricing has been mixed. On one hand, it is a comprehensive package that brings together productivity AI, agent management, identity, and security tooling under a single SKU. On the other hand, a firm called US Cloud published an analysis on March 10th claiming that Microsoft's cascading pricing changes across 2025 and 2026, including EA tier elimination, Copilot bundling, and unified support escalation, could increase typical enterprise agreement costs by up to 25%. US Cloud characterized this as, quote, a mandatory transfer of enterprise IT budget to underwrite Microsoft's AI infrastructure expansion. That framing of an AI tax has gotten some traction in industry circles, And there has even been early commentary about potential antitrust implications around bundling AI tools into base productivity subscriptions. For CIOs and IT leaders, the conversation around enterprise AI has clearly moved past whether to adopt and into how to budget and govern it. The fact that AI capabilities are increasingly embedded into default enterprise tooling means these costs are becoming structural rather than optional. Shifting to Anthropic, the company behind Claude is riding a wave of subscription growth that shows no signs of slowing down. According to reporting from the Washington Post on March 6th, business subscriptions to Claude have quadrupled since the start of 2026, and the company was setting a new daily sign-up record every single day during that reporting window. This growth is happening alongside some notable model releases, with Claude Sonnet 4.6 launching on February 17th and Opus 4.6 on February 5th. At the same time, there is a more complicated story playing out on the government side. Federal agency use of Claude is being phased out after Anthropic declined certain Department of Defense contract terms back in February. So you have this interesting dynamic where commercial adoption is accelerating rapidly while government usage is contracting due to policy disagreements. The Microsoft integration we just talked about only adds fuel to the commercial momentum, since Claude will now be available to millions of Microsoft 365 users through Copilot. Enterprise customers who were already exploring Claude on its own now have a path to use it within the tools they already work in every day. That combination of standalone growth plus platform distribution through Microsoft puts Anthropic in a strong position heading into the rest of the year, even with the federal headwinds factored in. Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.